Deep beneath the frozen heart of Siberia, hidden under layers of ancient coal tens of meters below the surface, a discovery shook a quiet village and later stunned Soviet scientists and intelligence officials alike. What truly defied belief wasn't just the craftsmanship or mystery surrounding the object. It was its estimated age, over 800 million years old. Yes, you heard that right. Older than the dinosaurs, older than mammals, possibly even older than complex life on Earth. So, what exactly was found inside this impossible tomb? Could this discovery force us to rethink everything we know about history, humanity, and even our place in the universe? Buckle up and keep watching as we uncover the truth behind this mind-bending mystery. And hey, if you believe in the power of uncovering lost secrets, like and subscribe now. You just might get lucky. It all began on a crisp September morning, September 5th, 1969, to be exact. In the remote Siberian village of Rajavshik, nestled deep within the former Soviet Union, locals went about their day, unaware that history was about to change. To the villagers, it was just another cold morning. But underground, something ancient stirred. Miners working inside an old coal shaft over 70 meters beneath the earth chipped away in darkness. Surrounded by rock dust and dim lighting, the steady rhythm of pickaxes echoed like a mechanical heartbeat, until an unfamiliar sound cut through the routine. One of the workers paused, sensing something different. He bent down and brushed away loose dirt. Beneath the coal and debris, he uncovered a surface unlike anything they'd ever seen. It wasn't stone. It wasn't coal. It was polished, shaped, man-made. The crew gathered, and with cautious effort, they dug deeper into the strange surface. Slowly, they revealed a sealed hollow chamber. The air inside was cold, stale, and laced with a metallic scent no one could place. When their flashlights flickered across the walls, they froze. Lying in front of them, perfectly preserved, was a marble sarcophagus, nearly 3 meters long and about a meter high, covered in detailed carvings so precise they looked machine-cut. The head of the mine alerted authorities immediately, but the miners, driven by awe and fear, decided they couldn't wait. They would open the sarcophagus themselves. Studio microphone. The woman in the stone. The moment the marble lid was removed, the room fell completely silent. Inside, lying peacefully in a bath of pink transparent fluid, was a young woman, unmoving yet appearing, very much alive. She didn't just look preserved, she looked untouched. Her skin was stark white, paler than even extreme albinism. Smooth, flawless, as if crafted. Her long, wavy, brown hair flowed down her back like silk. She wore a delicate, transparent white gown that hadn't aged a single day. Despite being older than civilization itself, it resisted decay. The fabric was unknown, and no Soviet technology could replicate it. But perhaps the most baffling detail was the small black object found near her head. It was a compact metal box, sleek, unmarked, and completely foreign. Decades later, those who witnessed it would describe it as eerily similar to a modern smartphone. Overcome by reverence and unease, the villagers began calling her Princess Tissel, named after the Tysol district where she was unearthed. She was more than a body. She was a mystery. Studio microphone. The lockdown. Within days, the site was under military lockdown. Red-marked helicopters descended and Soviet military personnel sealed the area like it was a war zone. Villagers were removed. Miners were detained and interviewed individually. No one ever learned what was said. All conversations vanished into silence. The scientists and officials at the scene encountered an unexpected problem. The sarcophagus was too heavy to move. Nothing they had, not even the helicopter, could lift it with the pink fluid still inside. The only option? Remove the liquid. Special barrels were brought in to collect the fluid. But as the pink substance was siphoned away, drop by drop, the woman's appearance began to change. Too, her skin dulled, her glow faded. Minutes later, she looked gray, lifeless, dead. Whatever preserved her had been disturbed. She was gone. Studio microphone. Scientific shock. The sarcophagus and fluid were transported to a secret research facility in Novosibirsk, where top scientists were assembled, including experts from the Institute of Paleontology. One of the scientists would later confess, in his entire career, he had never encountered anything remotely like it. Radiocarbon dating was useless. The results returned no readable data. The body, the fabric, the liquid, even the marble, all were beyond measurable age. So they used advanced geological and isotopic techniques. They dated the coal layer in which the sarcophagus was found. The result? 800 million years old. Let that sink in. Before dinosaurs, before trees, before complex animal life. If accurate, this woman, whoever or whatever she was, existed long before Earth was thought to be capable of supporting intelligent life. The scientific community was thrown into chaos. Studio microphone. Whispers of a curse. Then the deaths began. The miner who first found the sarcophagus died weeks later in a bizarre motorcycle crash. Official reports blamed alcohol, but his family insisted he was sober and extremely cautious. Before his death, they said he'd been restless, fearful, haunted. Another miner vanished in the woods. His body was found curled near a river, stiff and frozen. Despite the weather being mild, whispers spread through the village. The curse of the princess. By 1973, the Soviet military returned, this time with full-scale deployment. They sealed off the entire Tissel forest, erected fences and checkpoints, and declared the area restricted. No, villagers were allowed near it again. And then, another revelation emerged. Studio microphone. More sarcophagi. According to a former geologist who worked on the project, Soviet forces discovered 2 more sarcophagi near a lake, a few kilometers from the original mine. Both were identical in design. Both contained preserved bodies submerged in the same strange pink liquid. The details were buried. The scientists involved were silenced or relocated. Some vanished altogether. Reports, samples, photos, fluid, fabric, all disappeared from Soviet archives, as if it had never happened. But the few who dared speak whispered a shocking theory. The pink liquid wasn't just a preservative. It was something more, an ultra-advanced biological suspension. Fluid, capable of holding cells, organs, skin, and even hair perfectly intact for hundreds of millions of years. Not only that, it sustained a lifelike appearance long past any known form of preservation. Studio microphone. Theories beyond time. So who was Princess Tissel? One theory suggests she came from an ancient pre-human civilization, a highly advanced society that existed hundreds of millions of years ago and vanished without a trace. A people lost to time, so advanced they could create preservation fluids, master carving marble with surgical precision, and possibly develop technologies we've only begun to understand today. A more extreme theory? She wasn't from Earth at all. Some believe she was extraterrestrial. Her pale skin, the strange liquid, the black object near her head. It all hinted at non-human origins. Supporters of the ancient astronaut theory say the sarcophagus was a cryogenic chamber, a way to travel across space and time to survive indefinitely until help arrived or the environment changed. And yet, if that's true, one question remains. Why didn't she wake up? Studio microphone. A quiet memorial. Years have passed. The site remains closed. The truth buried. But deep in the Siberian forest, near where it all began, a modest granite monument now stands. Etched into its surface are simple but chilling words. In 1969, at this site, a young woman was discovered lying within a marble sarcophagus dated to hundreds of millions of years ago. A mystery the world was never meant to uncover. Studio microphone. Outro, call to action. So, what do you believe? Was Princess Tissel part of a forgotten Earth civilization? A visitor from another world? Or something science has yet to understand? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy diving into strange history, unsolved mysteries, and mind-bending discoveries, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next. Until then, stay curious, stay brave, and keep exploring the unknown. We'll see you in the next video.